These are the tools that we're going to use in the termination of our LMR900 cable. This is the CCT-02 cutting tool. This is the ST-900C prep tool. And we have 2 1¼ small flat 1¼ wrenches. This is a very simple process. The first thing that we want to do is we want to get a nice clean cut on the cable. If you were to cut it with a hacksaw or some type of a coaxial cable cutter or something, you risk crushing the cable. You may end up with a cable that's not a square cut. It's very important you get a nice square cut. This tool does a great job in that regards. You get 2 or 3 inches back from the end of the cable. You just apply a little bit of pressure on this tool and you spin the tool right around the cable. And what you do is you quickly cut through the jacket and the braid and even the dielectric for that matter, and you scribe the center conductor. And what will happen is the center conductor will just snap like so. And you'll end up with a nice clean square cut and a nice round cable, and that's what you want to have. Now this connector is very, very simple. It's just a 2-piece design. It's a spring finger contact, so there's no soldering at all. There's only 2 pieces. You have an O-ring built into the back that's going to create a weather-tight seal to the jacket. You get an O-ring between the front and half sections of the connector. And the strip process can't be any simpler. All we're going to do is we place this tool over the cable, and you just spin it like an old-fashioned pencil sharpener. And all we're going to do is just remove a section of jacket from the cable, like so. This is a hollow center conductor cable, so that helps with the termination process. The spring finger will just snap right into the center conductor of the cable. We'll now take the back end of the connector and orientate it properly so the threads are forward and the back of the connector is towards the cable. This connector has an O-ring built in the back that's going to make a nice weather-tight seal to the jacket. We're going to just, it actually comes packaged with a little bit of lubricant, but in the case of this demonstration, we don't even need that. We're just going to push it and turn it, and that O-ring is going to ride up on the jacket and it's going to come to a positive stop. And that's what you have. You'll see something that looks just like that. And all you have to do at that point is just take these braid wires and just fold them back a little bit from the core, just like so, if you can see that. You don't have to be too concerned about it. All you're trying to do is create some gap between the core and the braid wires. Because this front end of the connector has a sharp edge. It's going to find its way between the core and the braid wires, and it also has a beryllium copper spring finger contact. So at that point, we're going to take this pin, get it started in the center conductor of the cable, just like so. Just give it a little extra push, and then all it takes, we just screw those 2 pieces together, and we're going to clamp all that braid wire between the front and back half of the connector. Now we have these 1¼ wrenches, and all we do is just tighten that up a little bit, make some snug, and that's all there is to it. Very simple. All of our 900 connectors work with the same exact strip dimensions, with the same exact tool, use the same wrenches. They actually all use the same back nut, just the front ends are different. Whether it's a 7/16 din or a right angle or a EIA interface, the back nut is the same. Going to give you very consistent results, excellent VSWR. For whatever reason, if you ever wanted to reuse the connector, you can actually reuse the connector. You can back that off with the wrenches, and you can take that off and reuse it for whatever reason. Thank you very much.